Your body was designed to burn fat. So why do so many people feel completely stuck? Why does belly fat stay even after dieting, walking, or trying to eat healthy? What if the real problem isn't laziness, and it isn't age, but the fact that your muscles slowly forgot how to use fat for energy? Because biologically, that's exactly what can happen. Modern life trains your body to depend on sugar all day long, and over time, your metabolism becomes trapped in what scientists sometimes call glucose dependency. Sugar becomes the default fuel. Fat becomes the backup system your body barely practices using anymore. But today, I'm going to show you how walking, meal timing, and a few overlooked biological signals can slowly retrain your body to burn fat again naturally. And once you understand what's actually happening inside your muscles, fat loss starts making a lot more sense. Most people believe fat burning should happen automatically. After all, body fat exists for a reason. It's stored energy. Humans evolved to survive long periods without food, long walks, physical labor, harsh winters. Your body was built to rely on stored fat when necessary. So, logically, if you move more or eat healthier, your body should naturally start using that stored energy again. But for millions of people today, that never really happens, especially around the stomach. The belly stays soft. Energy crashes continue. Cravings show up every night. And eventually a quiet thought starts forming in the back of the mind. Maybe my metabolism is broken. But what if your body isn't broken at all? What if it's simply adapted to modern life? Because your muscles are constantly learning, not consciously, biologically. They adapt to whichever fuel they receive most often. And in the modern world, most muscles spend all day practicing one thing: burning sugar. Think about a normal day: breakfast, coffee with sugar, snack, lunch, another snack, sweet drink, dinner, dessert. From morning until midnight, glucose keeps entering the bloodstream over and over again. And every single time that happens, insulin rises to manage it. Your muscles receive a constant stream of fast, easy fuel. Sugar becomes familiar, predictable, efficient. So your body slowly starts relying on it more and more, not because fat burning disappeared, but because it stopped being practiced. Like a skill you haven't used in years. The ability is still there. It's just rusty. And over time, something subtle happens. Your metabolism becomes less flexible. Your body starts expecting constant glucose. That's why some people feel shaky when they skip a meal, or suddenly crave sugar late at night, or feel exhausted every afternoon. Their body became trapped in one fuel strategy: sugar mode. And this is where most people make a huge mistake. They assume the solution is harder exercise, more intensity, more suffering. But biologically, that's not always what retrains fat metabolism best, because when exercise becomes extremely intense, your muscles need energy fast, very fast, and the fastest fuel your body can access is glucose, not fat. Fat metabolism works differently. Burning fat requires oxygen and time. It's slower, but much more stable. And this is exactly why walking becomes metabolically powerful. Not because walking burns huge calories. That's actually the wrong way to think about it. Walking changes the fuel your muscles practice using. Every walk becomes a biological reminder, a signal, a quiet lesson to your metabolism. Your muscles slowly relearn that fat is available again. And at first, this shift is almost invisible. You won't suddenly wake up lean after 3 walks. That's not how biology works. The body changes quietly first, inside the muscle cells, inside the mitochondria, And this is where things get fascinating, because deep inside, your muscles are tiny structures called mitochondria. Think of them as microscopic energy factories. Their job is to convert fuel into usable energy, and fat burning mostly happens there, but mitochondria adapt based on demand. If you sit most of the day, that if movement becomes rare, if sugar is constantly available, these fat-burning pathways become less active, not dead, just underused. But when walking becomes consistent, something begins changing. Your muscles start demanding steady energy for longer periods of time. Mitochondria respond. They become more active. Fat transport systems improve. Fatty acids begin entering muscle cells more efficiently. And slowly, your body starts remembering how to rely on fat again. This is why many people notice something surprising after a few weeks of regular walking. Not dramatic weight loss at first, something else. Their energy becomes steadier. Afternoon crashes become less intense. Cravings calm down. Walking itself feels easier. That's metabolic flexibility returning. And honestly, this may be more important than the number on the scale, because a metabolically flexible body can smoothly switch between fuels. Sugar when needed, fat when needed. That's how human metabolism originally worked. And if you enjoy learning how your body actually works, without extreme diets or fitness myths, subscribe. Because on this channel we break down complex biology into simple habits your body was designed for. But there's another layer to this story most people never hear about. A hormone that quietly determines whether your body stores fat or accesses it. Insulin. Now, insulin is not evil. Your body needs it. Without insulin, glucose stays trapped in the bloodstream. But insulin also sends another message: store energy. And when insulin stays elevated all day, fat cells stay locked. Your body keeps storing fuel and without accessing much of what's already there. This is one reason modern lifestyles create so much stubborn belly fat. Not simply because of calories, because the body rarely spends enough time in a low insulin state. And walking quietly interrupts this cycle. When you walk, muscles begin pulling glucose directly from the bloodstream. Blood sugar stabilizes more naturally. The body doesn't need as much insulin, and over time, something important begins happening. Fat cells slowly loosen their grip. Stored fatty acids begin entering circulation again. Your muscles finally gain access to another fuel source. This is one reason walking after meals can feel surprisingly powerful, especially after dinner. Not because it magically burns calories, but because it changes the hormonal environment your metabolism operates in. And this becomes even more important at night because your body changes dramatically after sunset. Most people never think about this, but your metabolism follows a biological clock. During the evening, your body naturally begins preparing for repair and recovery. Melatonin starts rising, insulin sensitivity begins falling, your body slowly shifts away from daytime energy processing. But modern life interrupts this constantly. Late-night snacks, desserts, sugary drinks, mindless eating while watching screens. The body receives food signals at the exact moment biology wants rest. And when that happens repeatedly, fat burning gets delayed night after night, especially visceral fat, the dangerous fat surrounding the organs. But when eating stops earlier, something remarkable starts happening overnight. Insulin gradually falls. The body finally transitions away from incoming food. And during deep sleep, your metabolism quietly switches fuel sources. Stored fat begins supplying energy, especially during those early morning hours between roughly 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. While you sleep, your body starts accessing the fuel it's been storing for years. This is one reason consistent evening routines matter far more than people realize, not because of discipline, because of biological timing. And here's the part I think changes everything. Your body wants to become efficient again. It's constantly trying to adapt, trying to survive, trying to respond to the signals you repeat most often. That means every walk matters, every evening without constant snacking matters, every time your muscles practice using fat again matters. Because metabolism is not fixed, it's trained. And most people don't need more punishment, they need better signals, better rhythms, better consistency. Not perfection, consistency. That's how the body relearns, slowly, quietly, day by day. And eventually, something shifts. You stop feeling trapped between cravings, energy becomes steadier, your body stops demanding constant sugar, walking starts feeling easier, fat loss stops feeling like a fight, because your metabolism is finally working with you again, instead of against you. And maybe the most important realization of all is this: your body never truly forgot how to burn fat. It was simply adapting to the environment you repeatedly gave it. And once that environment changes, your biology begins changing too. One walk at a time, one evening at a time, one signal at a time. If this video helped you finally understand why fat loss can feel so frustrating sometimes, let me know in the comments. And if you want more science-based lifestyle strategies explained simply, subscribe. Because the next thing we're covering might completely change how you think about your morning routine.